Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Step into the Portal. We are here to continue the Age of Apocalypse campaign. Trying my light behind me. It looks terrible here, but I think it looks better on the table. Should have a bunch, but it's tricky up here, so this is what we got. So hopefully we can do a little bit better with that. Sorry, I wish it was something that I could fix, but 4 years of a channel, and I still just have bad technology. But I'm happy to be here and talk with everybody and play and whatnot. So hopefully you are able to join me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I see we got a couple people here, but not too many at the moment. So, and thank you for letting me. The sound is good as well. So we're going to jump in. We should be able to move a little bit quicker, although this third fight feels like it could be the longest fight. Although, man, excuse me, that one against the Four Horsemen took forever, so who knows? That one took a while. Can I do that? Hopefully that's still going to look good on the table. It should be pretty good. Okay, that looks a little bit better to me. All right. So, yeah, we're going to try to do 2 fights, not 3, I think is the plan. If that takes me roughly 2 hours, gets me to 9 o'clock. That's going to have to be my stopping. Sorry, I wish I could do them. I did a marathon. Nick did it with me. We played a lot, but it's trickier now to play that long. So it's just the time slots I have. I'm super excited to do it. I just got to stick with the time frame that I have. So we're in Age of Apocalypse. We are moving on to the 3rd mission here. We have beat Unis. We have beat the Four Horsemen. We've gone through how to do the missions, so we're moving on. So this is Apocalypse Citadel. And it says, "What news from my horsemen, Rex?" And then, "Milord, your horsemen have been defeated, and the X-Men are on their way here. No matter, the strong survive and the weak perish. This is the way of Apocalypse." And then here they come in. Bishop, Magik, Archangel. Here is Psylocke and Magneto. "Apocalypse, your time ends today." So away we go. Having defeated the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse, Magneto leads his X-Men and X-Force in a direct assault on the tyrant himself. But before they can overthrow the ancient despot, they must fight their way through the heart of his empire in an old New York City and breach the gates of his towering citadel. Between the X-Men and the gates stands the full might of Apocalypse's army, led by his strongest prelates. So we need to use Dark Riders and Infinites and the standard set that's shuffled in here. We also put in the Age of Apocalypse modular. Apocalypse is the eternal tyrant whose mutant ability empowers him to continually regenerate and grow stronger. To defeat him, the heroes must first prove that Apocalypse is no longer fit to rule by revealing the no longer worthy attachment. So it's going to be on the back of one of these, kind of similar to Magneto, if you will. Although his wasn't, you had to get through. I guess more like Hela. When Apocalypse would be defeated, if no longer worthy is not attached, then the players must resolve the force interrupt on the Age of Apocalypse 1B, so we'll talk through all this. It is tricky. It makes sense if you read the cards, but if you're not reading, it can be tricky. Remove threat from this scheme. Defeating Apocalypse this way does not win the game, but it does discard attachments from him and prevents him from growing stronger. If Apocalypse is defeated with the no longer worthy attached, then the players win the game. So we have to shuffle Age of Apocalypse in. We have to randomly select a mission. So we've got Liberate the Seattle Core, and then we go back into here, and it tells us to set aside Desperate Measures, so we have 2 copies of those. There's 4 in there, but I believe we're only going to need 2. And then we're going to select an Overseer at random. So this does get a little bit confusing, because the ones we defeated could still be could still be Prelates. Never mind. We select a Overseer from what was left. These 2 have been defeated. That is not true. But when we select Prelates, they could still be in the mix, so we have to watch for that. That's a little bit confusing. If you're doing like me and physically setting cards aside, if you're writing it down, it won't be too bad. First player takes control of mission team. Each player searches their deck for an ally and adds it to their hand. So we should be good. And then it tells you here the prelate minions. The other thing to note is that since we have infinites in here, we are starting with Gene Pool. So make sure you realize that is going to be in there as well. Still love this playmat. Thank you. Okay, so those are things to know. So Gene Pool says permanent and setup, just like Pursued by the Past, so that needs to come out in the beginning. So these are here. All right, so Apocalypse is a 2/2. So here's what's really important. If you're playing Standard, he doesn't start on level 1. Yeah. He starts on level 2. So level 1 is meant for an easier game. So if you want an easier time, you can put him on level 1. Starts on level 2 for Standard, and level 3 for Expert. So you got to watch for that. That can be a little bit confusing. He's steady toughness when the main scheme is completed. So it's kind of opposite. He references the main scheme references him. When the main scheme is completed, remove all threat from it, ignore any crisis icons, remove this card from the game, and reveal Apocalypse 3. So he levels up on his own if we let this threat out. This says, if Apocalypse is defeated, would be defeated, discard each attachment from him, heal all damage from him, remove X threat from this scheme. So X is the number that he has here. So he's 9 health per player, so it's 9. Same with the scheme, it's going to be 9 per player based off of his health. And as he levels up, he gets more health. So, if we defeat him, we remove threat and get rid of all attachments. It feels a lot like Hela in some sense. If he lets this scheme out, then he levels up to the next level. So he's a 2/2 with toughness. We got Sugarman over here, which when we're doing mission attempts, if we draw, for every physical resource, we heal 2 damage off of him right after the draw. So we might have to deal more damage there. Then we have Heart of the Empire. Before you can challenge Apocalypse, you must fight your way through his tower. So threat cannot be removed from the scheme while a prelate minion is in play. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Whew. And the first player, when this is defeated, the first player reveals a random set-aside prelate minion. Deal each other player an encounter card. Flip this card over. I don't actually remember if these are then defeated and out of play. That's what I was doing. I was always getting different prelate minions. I think that's what makes most sense. So that gives you all that. Pursued by the Past. Here's our thing. Quick reminder, we got to shuffle in support, so we have Night Nurse. We got to shuffle in an upgrade, so we put in Skilled Investigator. Over here, we got Med Team, and we took a Skilled Investigator. We each start with an ally, so we're going to start with Cable and Colossus. Whew, and away we go. Oh, nope. We have a Prelate minion. So this is in play. We have Abyss. Abyss is a 2/2. Again, the backside of the Overseer. Toughness, Victory 3, 5 health per player, so 10 health. Abyss gets +2 hit points for each face-down card attached to him and engages the first player. After Abyss activates against you, attach the top card of your deck to him face down. So he keeps growing bigger and bigger. What hero do you prefer between Magik and Bishop? I like Thinky, so I think I like Magik better. Bishop is really fun because he allows me to play really expensive cards, and I love expensive cards. I've always say they're expensive for a reason. I think a lot of people think like, oh, why would I pay 4 for an ally when I could pay 2 for an ally? Well, what does the ally do, right? Why does that event cost 3 or 4? Or why does it do that? What is the potential, right? So they're usually cards with high potential, but not good immediacy, and so that's what breaks it. So I really like that I can do that with him. I haven't found the right number. I feel like with this, I'm really missing the Digging Deeps because I was getting a lot of free resources off of doing this and other things that were making me discard, like the last mission. So I would build to those scenarios a little bit more because I enjoy doing that. But I really like both. I mean, Bishop is definitely a unique play, and people aren't wrong. Putting him in protection is going to be cool. She's just very powerful, and she requires you to do a lot of thinking, which also allows you to do really cool combos. Like, when you get Limbo in play and you start realizing what you can do, and you can make a card cheaper or put the symbol you need, and all of a sudden it all unlocks. Oh my gosh, I did all that shuffling and didn't shuffle. Oh no, these start in my hand. So yeah, currently I am enjoying Magik, I think, a little bit more, but I don't know how it is on the camera. It's a little slow when I'm playing. All right, we got Cable, Med Team, Rifle, Skilled Investigator, Supercharged, and a Power in All of Us. Well, that Power in All of Us isn't going to be super helpful. I like this. I don't really need damage. It comes in time. I'll keep a Power in All of Us, so I have that. Then up there. Let's see what else we got. 1, 2, 3. Well, there we go. We got some resources now. All right, over here, we're going to have these two. Colossus, Soul Strike, Night Nurse. Ooh, did I forget damage? I need damage here, so I may have made a little bit of a mistake. Ooh, Into the Fray is going to be awesome. Tempest and Stepping Disc. All right, so we're not going to worry about this for now. I really want that into the fray. I'll keep the stepping disc. Do I get rid of this because I can put it on top of my deck? I think I'll do that. I'm going to need that damage, though. 2, 3. Oof, not many of these are good, but this is good. So I'm happy to see that. All right. Away we go. So really what I want to do here is I want to do this, and I want to get rid of this minion as fast as possible so I'm not dealing with that in front of me. Gene Pool's a little bit of an issue, and I'm not worried about any of this up here at the moment. So famous last words, right? All right, if I put the Soul Strike on top, I could hit, I could do this, I could kill. Done. So I have what I need to do that. The question is, can I also get Colossus down? And I can. So, we're in pretty good shape. We'll flip. We'll put Soul Strike on top with our ability. We will then attack for 2 on Abyss to get rid of this tough. We will use the Stepford Cuckoos and the Power of Aggression to play into the fray, dealing 6 damage to Abyss, who has 10 health. Then we're going to play Soul Strike off the top of our deck for 1, because it costs 1 cheaper, using the Mystical Armor. Soul Strike deals 4 damage, and if the top card, it's not, it would stun. But the 4 will defeat Abyss, so we're going to set Abyss aside. So we got that out of the way, don't have to deal with that. Then we're going to use Mission Team for 2 to make Colossus cheaper, and Stepping Disc for 3 to play Colossus to the mission. Hey, we're doing good. This is the things we said we wanted to do. So now we could essentially get Cable to the mission, and then we could play Legion, or we could get a Skilled Investigator out, which I don't think I care about. I think that's really what I want to do, and I might just stay down turn 1. So we're going to play Cable to the mission, and then we're going to use Power in All of Us and Skilled Investigator to play Legion. Legion is going to attack for 1 on Apocalypse, and then draw a card, and it is a wild resource. If that card's printed resource has, so it does nothing. Ooh, that's tricky. 1 there, and we're just going to stay down turn 1. We don't need to worry about too much of that. I guess Gene Pool's a little bit of a worry. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have these, and the top card of our deck is, hey, Magic Barrier. So hopefully I'll remember that I want to play that. All right. No. I played the original decks all the way through the campaign, but I switched them up here. So if you go back to the previous video, you'll see what I did. I kept 1 of everything. So cards like Lead from the Front, I kept 1 in, but I took the other 2 out. You know, that's a card that already existed, but it was a new one, so I tried to keep some of the flavor. The biggest thing is I'm not really focusing on the sidekick. The reason I'm not focusing on sidekick is having 1 in front of me the whole game isn't nearly as helpful as trying to get them up here to do the missions. So the missions really play against sidekick in my mind. So I haven't been doing as much of that. So that's kind of my reasoning with him specifically. With her, I just needed some more threat removal. She had a ton of damage, which is great if you want to rush. If I was playing solo, I think her deck's really strong because you could just rush down everything. But without him rushing alongside her, she's just not going to do the damage. So I gave her some threat control to be able to do that and a couple more allies to help out. So that was my idea. All right, so we're going to 5 threat on here because this has an acceleration. And then he is going to attack here for 2. And nope, I am going to play Magic Barrier. So this is once per phase. You can play the top card of your deck. So this negates 3 damage. And the top card is not a wild or a lightning, so I won't deal damage back. So 2 plus 1 is 3, and it's negated. Then over here, he's going to scheme for 2. After this activation, place a pursuit counter. So that's going to be 2 more. That's going to bring this to 7 out of 18. And then we're going to get an encounter card each. Oh, look at that. It's an Infinite Soldier with Quick Strike. Will I just defend it? I don't really think I need her attack. Where am I going to get 3 attack, though? I could just do the basic spell. Yeah, all right. So I'm just going to defend against the 2. He has Quick Strike because this has 3 on it. So the one thing I didn't deal with, had I flipped him up, I could have avoided a little bit. Oh, no, we got another one. All right, so this is coming over here. So currently, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 threat removal and 5 damage. But we're going to lead a little bit more damage. We're going to need some threat removal. So We could play him there and then work on that super soon. And I think I like my idea. Yeah, all right. So we're going to spend stored energy and lead from the front. Actually, we'll spend the others. Genius and lead from the front to play Malcolm here. And then, how are we going to do this? We have options. All right, let's just do it now. So then we're going to spend this mission team to do, this says draw cards, so it should be on this side, to do the mission. So we're going to draw 3. So it is a wild, a lightning, and a punch. So yeah, we're good. So each punch is going to heal him, but he's already full on health. So then we're going to line up the wild with the mental, the punch with the wild, and the lightning, sorry, it's energy, might, and what is this one called? I forget. Is it called mental? So we're gonna get all 3 of them. So that is going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to Sugar Man. And then it's going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threat from the main. Then we have to put an attempt counter here and deal a damage to each of them. So that's pretty good shape. 1 more and we would defeat that. So that could be pretty early that we would get there. All right, now we have to decide what we want to do down here. Legion or me could try to attack. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, huh? No matter how I slice it. Supercharged. Yeah, I'll put the supercharged down. I'll spend my stored energy on Legion. I'll have Legion punch here for 2, and then flip. And it's a wild, so he does nothing. Come on, Legion. So that will be set. I will then flip to this side, and I will punch for 2 more to take this guy down. All right, so over here, we have the test the defense. But we have spiritual meditation. So I think that's where I want to start. So I'm going to play spiritual meditation, draw 2, 1, 2. Here's the top card of my deck. Ooh, into the fray. That is beautiful. And I'm going to get rid of test the defense. Then I'm going to play into the fray off the top of my deck for 1 cheaper using power of aggression. So that is 3. So that's going to deal 6 damage. 3 overkill will remove 3 threat from here, bringing that down. And then, this is where I could get yelled at. I should play Sorcerer Supreme. What is on top of my deck now? But I could play Exorcism and get that under control and just hold it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to play Exorcism. It will not trigger the top card, but it removes 4 threat, and now I don't have to deal with this over here. So I have to hold these 2 cards, which isn't my favorite. Energy, mental, and physical. Good. Okay, I said it right. It's so hard. I totally know what they are, and I like to use the correct terms, but it's definitely one that I haven't gotten there from as much. Energy, mental, physical. Yes. Punch, lightning, then the blue one. Thank you for laughing with me. I hope you are. All right. 1, 2. Oh, and I'll flip her down. 3, 4, 5. I like to flip. I flip, then I flop, then I flip it, flop. All right, so we got 2 here. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So we really want to get that Sorcerer Supreme down. I haven't shown off like the sword and all this stuff yet. That can get really strong though, depending. And we don't get this card face up because we are in Alter Ego. All right, he's putting 3 threat on the main. That goes to 7. He's attacking here for 2. Hit me. 2 plus 1 is 3. So he's going to hit me for 3. I'm going to go down to 9. Don't have my uniform. 1, 2, 3. There's the uniform. Which isn't bad, because when I flip this way, well, when I flip this way, it comes back into my hand. Almost didn't get the whistle there. All right, so now I have an extra double resource to work with there, so that's not too bad. Schemes over here for 2, plus place a pursuit counter. Rather get them as boosts than schemes again. So 2 here, this goes to 9, so that is halfway there. We are living on a prayer. All right, molecular control. So Apocalypse gains Retaliate 1 and Stalwart. He was already steady. Now he's Stalwart and has Retaliate. Dark Riders. Oh, this one isn't fun. All right, so this has Hinder 1. So we're going to place 2 extra on it. Starts with 2. Each Dark Rider minion gains Toughness, and then we have to discard until we get a Dark Rider and put it into play. So they have Teamwork under the new Teamwork rules. After Barrage attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control, and that's going to come in with a Toughness. That's no fun. You're no fun, sir. All right, so we could somewhat guarantee this over here if we want to, and I think that's a good way to go. So, we need to get a mental on top. We didn't take any damage. So we could do the Soul Strike to get 4 damage. I think that's pretty smart. So we're going to flip up. We're going to put Soul Strike on top. Oh, then we can't cast it, so never mind. That didn't work out quite the way I wanted, but that's okay. We're going to punch for 2. Get rid of the tough. We're going to figure that out. Maybe Legion will finally step up. And then we're going to trigger this mission. So we're going to discard 1, 2, 3. We drew 0 physical, so he doesn't do any. And then we can line up these because these are wild, and this one here. So everybody triggers. This is a lot easier than the last one. So we're going to deal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's a quite dead Sugar Man. And then we're going to remove 5 threat, and that's going to liberate the Seattle core. So we're going to flip this over. All of these get shuffled back in. Sorry, the other side tells me to do that. So these get shuffled back into their respective decks. And then this side says, after you flip to the side, remove each card in the mission area from the game and do the following. If the mission was defeated, each player adds 1 copy of Desperate Measures upgrade to their hand. Perfect. So we're each going to get one of these. It gives, you can only put 1 on an ally. It gives them +1 thwart, +1 attack, +1 hit point, and they're considered to have a wild resource. So you could use these for the mission so that it's easier to trigger certain ones. All right, we're going to flip this face up. Oh, that's not Colossus because he should have gotten shuffled in. Is this campaign better than the last 2? I think Mutant Genesis was still my favorite, so it seems like the intent of your comment is you didn't enjoy Next Evolution or Mutant Genesis, but I could be reading into that comment because it's just from the internet. I'm just trying to read that. So I liked Next Evolution. It was very easy, I think, was the big issue with that one. I thought it was really fun to get all these upgrades and have all these things from the start. It got a bit convoluted. That's where my favorite campaign is still Mojo Mania. Just take a card that you had in play and put it back in play. I mean, that is just super fun to me. Oh, I already built my deck, so just make my deck better. Make it work better is super fun. So that's still my favorite. I am not super concerned about the campaign. I'm not usually looking at this game and going, I hope the campaign's good. So I might not be the best read on that if that's something that's important to you. But I do enjoy the campaigns. I don't mind playing them and playing through them and whatnot. I think it's neat. I like seeing how they work. I like that they're all different. But I think Mutant Genesis was probably my favorite with all the cards you got to add and the one-off abilities and just kind of thinking through all that. Nope, we are not doing that. Okay, so we haven't actually played a card yet. So we could clobber, we could remove the threat from this. We haven't played a card off the top of our deck. All right, so we're going to use the sword and the stepping disc to play Exorcism, which isn't going to matter a ton, but it's going to remove 4 threat, so we're going to clear Dark Riders and get that out of there so there's no more toughness. Then we will play Sorcerer Supreme, and we'll spend the Desperate Measures for 1 to put the crown out. We got to deal with this over here, huh? All right, bub. All right, so we have X23, and that's what everybody wants to see, right? So we will use Strength. I guess let's just draw first. So we're going to use our stored energy to play Command Authority, remove 3 threat from a scheme. And since we paid with a resource card, we draw another card. Then we're going to use Strength and Concussive Blast to play X23. We will use Endurance to put Desperate Measures on X23. And then she will attack here for 4, defeat Barrage. And since she defeated the enemy, she readies. And then she's going to attack here on Apocalypse for 4. She's going to take 2 because he now has Retaliate. So she goes to 3 damage, but she has 4 because of this. Legion is then going to thwart here for 1 to go to 3, and he has 4. And then flip the top card. Hey! And that is a mental, so it's going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. So we'll bring this one down to 3. Oh, you know what I should have done is I should have held Endurance. Never mind. Bishop is going to flip and heal back to 12. I'm going to hold Endurance instead. And then I'm going to go get a Temporal card. Oh, man. My uniform is so clutch. But I will wait for now, and I'll just put out Endurance instead, using the double that I got. So I can go to 15. All right. Away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's some expensive allies. But we got a double resource, so we could use that maybe to play Beast, get Lockjaw in the bin, go get the double, and then maybe play into Nick. Wow. Okay, that could be a turn. I love when it sounds so simple, and then you're just like, this, into that, into that, into that, into that. Over here, Wolverine's going to be trickier, but maybe we can find a way. Nope. I mean, if we could scry for Limbo or something, we might be able to get him in. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just see. Oh, we know. Maybe we'll play Colossus this turn. This is where it'd be nice to flip him to there, and then he could be cheaper. But I think maybe I will play Colossus and show you how that works. All right. So we're going to add... I don't know if you need to be shown how it works. I don't mean that rudely. All right. So Apocalypse is going to attack here. When he attacks, I'm going to play Colossus from my hand. I'm going to use Wolverine, Blood Rage, and Clobber. So I spend 3. He comes in play. He counts as defending without exhausting. So he's going to take 2... plus place a counter on Pursued by the Past. So he's going to lose his tough status. And then over here, Apocalypse is going to scheme for 2. Plus 2 is 4. And this will go to 10. I did put counters there, yep. All right, and then we each get an encounter card. Boy, this has been the easiest time I've ever played Apocalypse. This is not going crazy. Take a damage, and it surges. So I go to 9. He has been difficult. Place 4 threat on Gene Pool. I shouldn't have said anything, huh? And then Synapse. Sorry. Synapse. Oh, no, I think it is Synapse, because it's got the P. Like Scimitar that nobody ever says. After Synapse attacks you, you are confused. This is another Dark Rider. A 2-1, but I don't have to do a toughness. All right, this now flips over, and we can have somebody draw a card. Which is interesting there. So I'm actually going to have Magik do Scrying and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops. And discard the Soul Strike. Put the Spiritual Meditation on top. Nope. Put the Skilled Investigator on top and take Spiritual Meditation and then do Spiritual Meditation. Okay. We'll get rid of Triage and then we'll have these 2 that we can play. So now we know what she can do. So I think the card draw goes to Bishop. We draw a Danger Room Training. All right. So we've got a lot here. We could heal X23. All right, so we're going to play Beast, and we're going to use Power of Leadership, Lockjaw, and Morrow. Yeah, and Morrow, so that's 4. They go here, and then we grab a resource card with Beast. So he comes up here. Now we could play into Nick here. But we could also go get Lockjaw. No, I like Nick here. So we'll drop Nick. Wait, hold on. First, we'll have X-23 punch here and take out Synapse. She would ready, but that's all her damage, so she's gone. Then we will play Nick Fury for 4 and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. No command authority. And we will use... We'll use the command authority. That's my better play, huh? Yeah. I'll spend these 2, Malcolm and Danger Room Training, to command authority. Oh, I have to flip, sorry. To remove 3 threat, bring this down to 7. Legion will... When is this? After Legion uses a basic power. So Legion will thwart here for 1. And then flip, and it is a mental, so I can remove 2 more. So I'm going to clear this down to 1, so I don't have that issue. And then Legion goes away. He did never heal himself. And then I know it's a little bit boring, but we will thwart for 6 and bring all this down. Little too strong on the control. I know. That's why it's not going to progress as fast. I want to do that as my first action, so... One of them will remove it next turn. All right. We're going to play Skilled Investigator, and we're going to play Blood Gem. We don't need to heal, so Colossus... I guess if I did remove that, I might have had a shot. Double. So she doesn't have a lightning on top. Oh, she was supposed to confuse on that last card, but she can't. And I should have had a 6 card. And I missed it. So I should have had 6 because I played Sorcerer Supreme, which is my bad. I will attack for 2. I'll bring him down to 12 and take a damage. And I'll have Colossus do the same, bring him down to 10. That way if threat gets out of control, or if I want to get rid of this. So Colossus takes 2, and then I'll flip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I grab a temporal card this phase? That was when I flipped down, and that might have been when you asked me that question. Oh, you know what? Maybe I won't have her flip because I have Nick, right? And I still get 6 cards. I'll leave her up. I still get 6. I don't need to flip down. Hey, there's Limbo. That's so far my favorite card. That lets all the shenanigans out. Three. Got a double. Team training. Cable's back. Went through our deck. I'm actually sitting like really far away from the table and I keep leaning forward. And I'm like, I should just sit closer. So if I just had another light over here, it'd be better because you can see the light comes in from this side. But at least from the back, it's not giving all that glare. So I just need one there. Be better off, so. Used to have it all up here and I had everything set up, but it's been a little while. All right, Bishop, 1, 2 more. So we got all these. Don't have my uniform yet, but like I said, this has been relatively easy. I know you shouldn't say that. Yada yada yada. All right, so he's going to attack me for 2, 3, 4. I will take 4 and go to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get the power in all of us from his energy absorption ability. Then attacked here. Nick Fury's going to block. 2. Attach this card to Apocalypse. He gains overkill. Oh no. So he's going to attack for 3. Nick Fury takes 2. And then Bishop takes 1. So now I may want to kill him just to get rid of those nasty things there. All right. We're going to get a Hunted, so we're going to have to flip down and discard a card twice. And then we're going to get Tusk, who is another Dark Rider. After he attacks you, you are stunned. All right, and Mission Team passes over here. So, what do we need to do? He's going to have to discard 2 cards, but I can grab one when I flip down if I want to. I really want Limbo, and I probably should just play Gold Balls at this point. So let's use the Magic Barrier to put Limbo out. Do I want to see what I get? I'll do... he's going to cost me 2 fewer. I'll just play gold balls for 2. Flip this full body charge. Oh, that'd be interesting. I have an easy way to get it. I do have a fun way to get it, though. I play this and draw, it's in my hand. Oh, it's only 1, right? Okay. So I'll play Spiritual Meditation, draw 1, take a card, shuffle, draw a second. I was thinking that if I took a damage here and took a damage there, I'd get to half, and then the thing would have gone right through Tusk, but wasn't going to work that way, so. Fortunately, no good. Second card, and then I have to discard something. Ooh. It's probably still just my best bet, although I could use these 2 and play the stepping disc to do something else. What's on top? The Soul Strike. I played off the top of my deck already, though. Let's play Full Body Charge. So let's get rid of Magic Attack. And then we will take a damage. 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, take 2 damage, go to 6. And then unfortunately I'm not at half health. Oh, wait, I would be. Hold on. So I will attack for 2 here. Yeah, this will work. I take 1 to go to 7. Then I'm going to pay with this, take 2, because I retaliate. And now this gives me 4 resources. Full Body Charge does 8, and since I'm at half health, it does overkill. So 6 plus 2 brings him down. Beauty. All right, then gold balls will attack here. 1, 2, 3. He can discard 3 cards. Make sure I get it right. Yep. So he's going to deal 4 total damage, bringing him down to 2. Now, if we defeat him right now, all it does is remove this threat. It gets rid of these items, so he doesn't have overkill anymore. So that could be somewhat useful, but it's not that big a deal at the moment. All right, so we could draw this clobber to then see what we could play off the top, but I don't think any of that makes sense. Is he just going to be a blocker? It's kind of boring. Do I defeat him just to get rid of those things? No. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to thwart here for 2 and get this party rolling, because this is going pretty easy, so we're going to flip this. So that's going to defeat Colossus. It flips this to the other side. We got to get this going. All right, the Towering Citadel. So a threat can't be removed here while we have a prelate, so we're going to find a random set-aside prelate. So let's see. We had Sugarman on the mission. So any of these are fair game. We already defeated Abyss. It's the last one here. We just have to remember Shadow King is the other one. All right, so we are getting Mikhail Rasputin. Shadow King is still here. You don't have to do all that. You can track it on your thing, but I'm being a bit lazy. So this is going to come into play. When it attacks you, deal 1 damage to your identity. So it basically deals +1. That's going to come in like that. I don't actually know if we can deal with that. But hey. We can flip down, so we at least don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, so then from there, we're going to need to deal some damage here. This comes in with 3, and then the other player gets an encounter card. All right. So Randall could remove that. We could bring Cable out. Doesn't get us super far, so I think we use these 2 to play team training, get it down. Right, we have to get rid of these, huh? All right, so we'll knock the tough off. And then we'll thwart the main for 2. I said I'd get the party started and then immediately didn't do any partying. Flip, and I can get a temporal card. Oh, darn it, I don't have a temporal card. All right, screw that up. So then I'll spend these two to get rid of these two cards because I really don't want to draw extra encounter cards right now. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We're okay. But we're not getting that suit out, the uniform. There it is. So maybe we'll get to play it this turn. Also have the mansion. We'll see. Those resources go fast with him. Everything wants to use a resource. Oh, we didn't draw the extra card. And that's my fault, so I'm not going to go back. Might have helped, though. All right, so now this has a double on here, so we are adding 4 threat. This is going to go to 6. He's going to double scheme plus that. So we may lose a little bit here, but then we can turn up and punch him and bring that back under control, so it's not too bad. All right, so he's going to scheme for 2. Prelate minion activates against you. Nope, sorry. Give the Prelate minion a tough status card. Hey, I just took that off. So he's going to scheme for 2, and then this will scheme for 2 to bring us to 10. Ugh. All right, and then over here he's going to scheme for 2, plus 3 is 5. Oops. And then we get encounter cards. This isn't going to be good, is it? Yeah, there it is. All right, place a pursuit counter here. That's going to bring it to 4, not 5, and then the villain schemes. Hey, we might have gotten away with it. So he gets a tough status card, and he only schemes for 2, and that goes to 17. But you can only be lucky for so long, right? Hard Drive is a 2/1 with 4 health, and after attacks, you place a threat on each scheme. No, thank you. Over here, Fear the Future, so we will exhaust and remove that from the game. And Gauntlet. Oh, no, and that's going to be teamwork, so he's going to scheme for 2. So this is going to pop. So, darn it. That was really bad, Brent. When the main scheme is completed, remove all threat from it. Remove this card from the game, and he goes to Apocalypse 3. So now he's a 2/3, and his health goes up to 20. Ugh. We were so close to getting out of it. It's my bad for flipping down. But now there's no threat on the main. All right, and he's got a tough status card. And he's got these attachments. Yikes. Okay, this passes over to here. Let's try not to miss things this time. All right, we got a lot of stuff to deal with. And he's going to have overkill, so we're going to have to take some damage. So we really need to get that suit down. And maybe that danger room training on him. He could then take him out. Did I not draw her hand? Wolverine is super helpful there, so that could be an option with Limbo. For threat, I'm not worried about. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and use the Avengers Mansion to put the Danger Room training on Gold Balls. He can now take out Gauntlet. Then we're going to spend... I don't need the 3 threat removal from this. Should I do this? I should do this. All right, so these 4 are going to pay for the mansion. Then I'm going to draw a card and draw another card. Okay, so then this double can pay for my uniform, and I'll flip up. Then Beast. Beast can attack here for 2, and then Magik can finish it off. Good, okay. Might not get rid of him. And that's it. Beast is +1 health because of this. Alright, she's good. Oh, she needs to heal. So I could clobber him if I heal. But I also wanted to play Wolverine. Alright, gold balls will go here. Attack for 2, 3, 4, 5 with the +1. He's still alive, and Gauntlet is defeated. Then I will overkill. I will flip. I'll heal. Go to 8. Figure out how to get rid of him. Flip. When I flip, I can put a card on top. So I'll put Scrying on top. Specifically, it has to be a spell card. And then if I play Clobber and swap, and I use the Blood Gem, I could get Wolverine down. And defeat this. Sorry. Or I could just play him. Let's just do it. All right, so Clobber goes back to my hand. All right, so Exorcism and Spiritual Meditation will play Clobber, take out Hard Drive, come back to my hand. Then I'll use Limbo to swap Scrying with Wolverine. I will spend 3 to play Wolverine for 1 cheaper. I'll use the Blood Gem, take 2 damage. Hopefully I don't die. Put Desperate Measures on him. And then he's going to attack here on Rasputin, who should actually be here. For 3, for 4, and get rid of that. Woo! All right, not quite what I wanted, but we got somewhere, and that's better here, I think. So, okay. I don't want Suit Up, so I'm going to discard that card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 2 here I can at least heal with. I haven't done anything with this supercharged. Let's see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing there. Magical Barrier? Nope. That would have been nice. All right, so 4 threat goes on the main. And I got to check out chat. Oh, okay, cool. Chat is quiet today. Yesterday it was... Right now it's dinner time or bedtime or something. Who knows? Okay, so attacking here first. Go ahead and hit me. He hits me for 4. Yikes. 4, 5. So I take 5. I'm not sure this was the smartest idea I've ever had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 1. Now the question is, do I risk it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this half, there's 1 more of these. And 1 more of these, so there's only 2. Nope, so I will heal now. So I'm going to heal for 3, then get punched for 2, and take an additional damage from the ability. 1, 2. Well, I did draw another one. Could be worse. All right, that's done. And then he's going to attack me over here for 3. And I'm just going to defend with Magik and pray. So for 4, place 2 threat on Gene Pool. So that's going to be for 4 minus 2 is 2. Ooh, be nice to me, cards. Be nice to me. All right. Cyberpathy. So attached to him, after he schemes, place a threat on each scheme. That's got a lot tougher. Worldwide Crisis. I take a damage and surge. Uh-oh. And this is going to come in and attack me for 2. I'm down to 1. Yikes. Super close. All right, but we've got some build here. Some things we can get rid of. So let's see what we can do. Night Nurse might not be super clutch. Let's do... We can Clobber here. Yep, Wolverine heals 1. We're going to play Clobber, take out the Infinite Soldier right off the bat. Clobber comes back to our hand. Then we'll play... Oh, wait, did I miss that? Should I have Blood Raged there? I should have. All right. So my Soul Strike is going to put my... Oh, I have to take a damage. Never mind. I was smart. Spiritual Meditation will draw Tempest and Step for Cuckoo. Sorry, I have not really used that card. Hasn't been super effective. And then I'm going to swap and put, with Limbo, I'm going to swap and put Night Nurse back on top. I'm going to put the Night Nurse into play. I'm just going to go ahead and heal myself for one. Okay. Then I'll spend the 2 on the clobber. Deal 3 over here. Help out. Flip the top into the fray. Whew, wish I had that. And let's go ahead and put the Stepford Cuckoos into play. So this is going to give us 3 counters, and it's an interrupt anytime, which is nice. I have to have an X-Men trait to play it, but now anytime somebody draws a treachery, I can make them redraw. So that's really useful. Gold balls will finish off here. So that's going to be 2, and discard 1 card for 3, and then that's going to be the end of gold balls. And that is going to be the end of this minion, who needs to go here. No, it needs to go here, because we already defeated that one. Oh, no. Right? We didn't deal with Abyss yet? Uh-oh. We're good. Okay, then Wolverine is going to attack here, get rid of Apocalypse. Tough. Deal 4, bringing him down to 16. And then he takes 3 damage. But he's okay because he has Desperate Measures. So we're good on that front. Blah. All right. Then we'll flip down. We're going to have to heal. We're good. We're going to give card draw over here to Bishop. There's a rifle. So let's play a Skilled Investigator. Legion seems good. So Supercharge and Danger Room Training will play the rifle. The rifle then attacks for damage equal to the resource cards in my hand with range. So we'll deal 4. Bring him down to 12 because we got to get rid of this stuff. Ooh. Then we'll use a double and a Power and Leadership to bring in Legion. Beast will thwart for 2 off of this. And he's dead. Legion will thwart for 1 off the main, flip, and deal 2 damage. Go here. Bishop's in a tough spot. So we're going to... What do we get if we flip? Just more resources, right? Yeah. That may pop again on us, huh? 3. We're going to add 4 to this. So it's going to go to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But it can go to 20 now, so we're good. We're going to flip, heal, go to 9. We're going to get a resource card. And then we're going to put resources. So we get 1 for each resource. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can put 5 counters on this. We don't need them, so we'll hold this double because it maxes at 4. And now this thing can have us punch for +8. So we can do quite the sucker punch. All right. We are getting built up here now. What is this card? Oh, that's the one I just had. I know, I probably shouldn't be double flipped. I like to tempt fate too much. All right, there we go. Stepping Disc could be good. Maybe get our armor. Get that test the defense out. That would be fun. But we can deal with this here now. So 3, 4, 5 here. Brant, be in the zone. I can talk more. How's the new box? Did it meet your expectations? Yeah, it's super fun. I mean, I really like these heroes, and it's always fun to have new villains. Sorry, I am hyper-focused. It is true. Be in the zone. I see you all. Thank you. Yeah, Deskry, I think the box is great. I mean, these heroes are really fun. They feel different and welcome. Like, she's doing things that done before, but man, I'm telling you, Limbo is just such a fun card to be able to play. This Stepford Cuckoos, I feel like, is going to be a huge Deskry card right here. I feel like you're going to be using that for all your challenges, so that kind of stuff's fun. I was saying Apocalypse was a pushover, and then I, flipped and let him go to the next stage, and it's getting a little tougher, but we'll be able to take him down next turn, so I'm not super worried. I'm not a huge fan of all this sidekick stuff. Like, I don't like it with this campaign, so I got rid of a lot of this stuff, and I think there's a really cool deck in Leadership that builds around that, but I just haven't done it, so, like, Cyclops is going to do something fun with that, I think. Okay, we are adding 4 threat to the main. And then he's going to scheme here for 3, 4, 5. That'll go to 12. And then this is place 1 threat on each side scheme. So these are going up. And then he's going to scheme over here for 3. And I am stunned. It's fine because I have the gun. And 3 here is going to put us at 15. And then 1 threat here and 1 threat here. So that goes to 5 and this goes to 3. Not great, but we can deal with it. All right, and then we each get an encounter card. So this one is going to be Agent of Apocalypse. Or it activates against you. All right, so that's going to come in with guard. It either has to go to the mission, which it can't. So it's going to activate and add 2 threat. It's getting scary again. And War Weary, you are stunned. If you were already stunned, take 2 damage instead. So I go to 7. All right, this passes here. This is standard. I'm playing standard 3. Just playing with the box. Be awesome. You're in that hyper-focus zone. Yeah, Apocalypse is a long fight. I like him. The one yesterday against the 4 Horsemen felt frustrating. This one just feels like I'm putting myself in the hole. I keep flipping them both down, which I know I probably shouldn't do. And then it's like I got to clean all this up. So I'm giving myself that time. But it doesn't feel frustrating like some of the other ones did. All right. I believe I need to heal again to go to 11. Then I need to flip up. All right. I'll use my gun for 2, but it just removes the stunned. Oh, I can't punch him. Need to get Lockjaw in there. 2, 3. That'll actually work. All right, so these 3 are going to pay for Malcolm. And then my 2 doubles are going to pay for Lockjaw. Good boy. All right, so now we got all those out. We're going to give the 2 card draws here to Ilyana. 1, 2, so she'll have a whole pile, including this Into the Fray, straight through. Wolverine doesn't heal yet, but don't let me forget. I'm putting it there. Didn't mind my card draws, so I was okay. Don't need to punch anybody here, so Legion will thwart this for 1. Flip. It is a punch, so he heals himself for 2. It is a physical. All right, then what do we want to do here? We really just want to thwart. We could punch him. Does she have a way to take him down? Basic spell. No. Would love to flip him. That would be the best. So they could punch for 4. He could then die and punch for 4. That's 8. And she could punch for 2 for the kill. Okay, that's the plan. All right, so Lockjaw will punch here for 2. He'll take an extra 1. Malcolm will punch for 2, go to 6. He'll take 2. I'm taking the 1 off of Wolverine. He's going to heal in a second. And then we're going to pass over to here. She is going to definitively heal to go to 5. Flip up and put something I want in my hand on top. How about scrying? Or exorcism. Seems fine. We're going to put that on top. We're going to limbo How low can you go? We're going to switch this with this. And then we're going to play into the fray using Power of Aggression for -1. 3 here, 3 off of here. Brings this down. This is dead. And then we need to get there for 6. He's going to die either way. So he's going to punch for 4, bring him down to 2. Wolverine is the toast. I will play Spiritual Meditation to draw 2. Take a card. Shuffle. Yeah, Lockjaw is awesome. It's so true. Okay, top card is a Clobber. All right, so we will use we'll use an Exorcism to play Stepping Disc. So I ready and put a card on top, not named Stepping Disc. I think it's a Magic card, so I'll put Exorcism on top. Then I will punch him for 2 to defeat him. So he's not defeated, but he loses all these attachments. And then I remove 10 threat from the main scheme. And he resets back to 20. Okay, there we go. Now he's getting somewheres. All right, then we will play Exorcism to remove 4 threat. Clear this. And we'll pay these 2. Basic Spell and Magic Barrier are each going to play Mystical Armor, which gives me +1 defense if the top card is Lightning. And we'll play Test the Defenses, which is every time I play an attack card, I put a thing on here. When I get to 5, I deal 5 damage to an enemy. Showing you some of the other cards is the other thing I want to do. So, all right. Head them up. Move them out. Move them out. Head them up. Rawhide. Shuffle up. We're playing Heroic again. All right. We got some cards. Suit up. We can go get something from our deck. 3, 4, 5, 6. And the top card is, hey, Wolverine's back. So we're going to play Limbo. And we're going to swap Exorcism with Wolverine. So that we have a Lightning on top so we can use our defense. It's not great, because I probably would rather play Wolverine cheaper. But then I can show you this Mystical Armor card. So it's kind of part of what I'm doing. I'm happy to do it. I don't want to sound like I'm doing you a favor. It's the choice I'm making. Nice. Okay, so he's at 20. He doesn't get toughness. He just resets his health. So he is attacking Bishop here, who has 11. Now it's for 3, 4, 5. I get hit. I go to 6. We discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, one more. Nope. And then I can heal with my uniform for 2 to go back to 8. Perfecto. Then I will defend here. It's going to be per +1 because of this card on top. So he's going to attack me for 3, 4, 5. I take 2 and go to 3. And then we get 2 cards. First one is Apocalypse Solution. So we're going to have to... this has a crisis, and when it's defeated, we have to discard X cards from the top of the deck, where X is the number that is his health. I like that. I think that's a fun little thing they haven't done. Prelate Minion activates against you. Otherwise, Apocalypse activates against you. All right, so Apocalypse will activate against me, and I think it's Lockjaw time here. Well, I could take it. +1 is going to be 4, so I'll take 4 and see if I can dig for some more resource cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 1. And this will accelerate, so we gotta get moving soon here. All right, the other cards are Agent of Apocalypse was going to immediately attack for 2. I'm down to 1. And then the Fittest. Attach the minion with the highest hit points and give it a tough status card. And it gets plus 5 health. Yikes. Alright. So he was a pushover. Now he's not so much there. Well, I want to clobber, but that's pretty irrelevant right now. So, Bishop deals 3 with his gun. I wonder if I should have drawn a new card for one of those. Alright, well, no clobber. Instead, we'll use clobber Tempest to play Wolverine. And do I want to do a spiritual meditation? No, it's fine. We'll play Desperate Measures on him. He'll attack here, remove the tough, deal 4. So that's 4 health left. Ooh, they're both in rough shape, huh? That's why I keep flipping down. He's going to take 2, but I can't double flip again. So we have to just keep one of them up. Okay, she's at 1, so she's going to get the flip. Alright, Mission Team and Avengers Mansion will draw cards for Bishop. Ah, perfect. So I will use my rifle to deal 4 damage, because I have 4 resource cards. Take out this Agent of Apocalypse. Then I will put a Danger Room training on Malcolm. Legion will thwart this for 1. Bring it down to 2. Flip. Ooh, it's got 2 resources on it. So I deal 2 damage to an enemy and heal 2 from Legion. So he won't take his. Deal 2 down to 18. Okay. So Lockjaw is going to thwart this. Remove it. He goes to the discard pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can always count on me for counting. All right, and then why we love Lockjaw. Come on back, boy. Powering all of us. Boom. Love it. So good. He's just such a great card. Okay, so then we can... yeah, let's just do that. That seems fun. So we'll thwart for 2 on the main. Bring that down to 5. Then we'll do Concussive Blast, so 1, 2, 3. We get to ready him because we paid for it with a resource, and we deal 6 damage. We're going to hold this Command Authority. Oh, we cleared a card, so we draw a card. Nice. So Command Authority will remove 3 threat from here, bring it down to 2, and draw us another card. And we'll hold Randall. Alright, so Malcolm will punch here for 3, bring him down to 9. And Lockjaw will thwart this again for 2 to bring that down to 3. I may need to use him as a blocker. We're good. That's a lot of cards to ready. Oh, did I play attack cards? Or did I play these last turn? Was this the turn I defeated the minion? Yeah. But I just had Wolverine deal damage. Yeah, okay, so I don't think I played any attack cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lead from the front. We got a beast. So I think we're going to have to block this turn just to not deal with all that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to go to 8. He's going to scheme over here for 2. Plus, he gets a tough status card. No problem, bub. So that's going to be 2, so it's going to go to 10. Then he's going to attack over here. I'm going to block with Lockjaw. 3. Place a threat On the mission, give an additional boost. So 4 takes out Lockjaw. And we get cards. Just bring pre-made decks would be my suggestion, Adam. And maybe some villains if there's extras you want to... Nah, just bring pre-made decks. That's all you need. You could have Bishop and Magik for sure, and then realize that if you sit at a table of 4. So I would suggest other X-Men. I think that's probably the most fun to play with. All right, I'm an alter ego, so place a counter on this, and then if it has any counters, it surges. This will not, because that will trigger Pursued by the Past, which will flip over and essentially do Shadow of the Past. So we are getting Belasco, Villainous, a 1/1. After Belasco activates against you, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If Ruler of Limbo is in play, attach those cards to it face down. Then we're going to play Ruler of Limbo. So threat cannot be removed here while Belasco is in play. When revealed, the Ilyana Rasputin player finds Limbo and attaches it here face down. When the scheme is defeated, put Limbo into play under its control. So you can actually go get Limbo that way, which is nice. And then these cards get shuffled in. And then the last card is going to be Culling the Weak. I will bring... Oh, you're coming! Nice. Do it. Did you sign up? Make sure you sign up, Deskcry. Place 4 threat on Gene Pool. All right, we're passing this over to here. Bishop first. Oh, I did have this. That's how I could have lived. All right, let's do the rifle, because we have 1, and we'll pop the tough off of him. And then we have Wolverine. That is okay. Then we could play Beast. 2, 3, 4. We can thwart here. All right, so Legion will thwart here. Going to take the damage in a second, but that is going to remove this. Oh, wait, hold on. Threat cannot be removed while that's in play. My bad, my bad. I'll shuffle. So I got to kill Belasco first. Where does that come from? He could deal 2, 3, 4, and then I could deal 2. Sure. So we'll play lead from the front here. And then Malcolm will attack here for 4, goes away. And then I attack for 3 and defeat Belasco. Then we'll do the Legion thing and hope we draw a mental again. We did not. This time it's deal 2 damage. So we'll deal it here. He's down to 7. This goes to 2. This goes to 1 because he's +1 this turn. I will draw 1 card. Whew. And I'll spend these 3 for Randall. Randall's going to clear this. Limbo comes back. We each draw a card with Skilled Investigator. Ah, shoot. I will flip down. Put a double resource in my hand. All right, she's going to draw a card from Mission. Wolverine's going to heal 1. I did have this Into the Fray. That might have been the way to go. All right. Let's heal. Go to 4. Man, she's living on the edge this game, huh? Then we'll use a Blood Rage to play Danger Room Training on Wolverine. We're going to flip up. We're going to heal 1 with the Night Nurse just to keep us up there. Top card of our deck is a double resource, so we'll Limbo to put... oh, we got to get rid of that, huh? All right, so we'll put Exorcism on top, take the double with Limbo. Then we will use Into the Fray to play Exorcism to remove 4 threat. We're going to clear this. So when we clear this, we go to the Tyrant's Throne. So we are going to reveal a random set-aside prelate. Let's see. We defeated this one. And Abyss, so it's between these three. Sugarman coming back in. All right, so Mr. Sinister's over here. Shadow King is here. He comes in with a toughness and 10 health, and then she gets an encounter card. Top card does not do anything. We don't have a way to switch that now, right? Exorcism was not an attack card. Did I play something else that was? No. All right, so Wolverine will attack for 5 now. Shink, right through Sugarman. Get rid of that. That's 5. Then we will use Soul Strike to play Magic Attack. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Deal 5 damage, defeating Sugarman. He's out. Wolverine takes 2 more to go to 3. Flip flips up. This has 4 on it. I kind of like these cards, but I might as well spend. So, what did we play? We played Magic Attack. We played him. So we'll use our double to play Stepping Disc, which puts another card on top of our deck. So we will put something that will give us threat. What the heck? We'll put Colossus on top. So now we have a wild, we ready, and then we thwart for 2, so we'll take 2 off of this now that we can. Is that going to pop? Possibly, so we better take the 2 off of here, huh? All right, ready him up. Nice. Awesome. Please come. That would be awesome. Bunch of 4. I mean, you could play whatever you want. You could come and play solo in the corner disc, right? It's fine. 4-handed solo. Sorry, that's a joke. But yeah, I mean, it'd probably be a bunch of 3 and 4 player games for sure. And unless you're looking to do something else. Is the idea. Totally for fun. I'm challenging people to complete the campaign, but if you want to play on a harder difficulty and see how far you get, you can find a group and do that for sure. Whatever you're looking for. I think a lot of people are probably going to play standard because they just want to get through the campaign for the first or second time or whatever it is. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do this to myself again? Leave him there. That goes to 14. Oops. So this is going to be for 2. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. That goes to 6. This goes to 16. He's attacking over here. I did not draw my hand. All right, cool. So let's have some fun. So let's Limbo at the start of the phase. That's a response that I forgot. So we're going to switch Colossus to here. And then we're going to use Clobber and the Sword. Clobber and the Disc to be able to play Colossus with a Tough, and he's going to block. So 3, 4, takes it with the Tough, and then we get our cards. Please don't scheme. Hard Drive. Worldwide Crisis. Place a threat on the mission. Oh, wait, hold on. Take a damage and Surge. Into Tusk, who's going to attack for 2. I'll just defend it because he's another Dark Rider. And then we get Hunted, which is fine. Okay. This will move to here. This card is face up. All right. Oh, we don't have an easy way to get that now. Oh, we do. Spiritual Meditation. 1, 2. It's on top. Let's get rid of Scrying. Ooh, there's gold balls. think that's actually what we need. So we'll spend 2 to play gold balls. We heal 1 off of him. Flip. Alright, so we need 4 damage. So gold balls will come here and deal 1, 2, 3. Additional, so that's 4 to defeat this. Gain a card. It's interesting, I could punch Apocalypse to have to deal more damage, or I could keep him low so that I can beat him soon. Which feels like what I should do. I wonder how low I could get him. I wonder if I could win this turn. No, because I think another minion comes out. Where would I deal 17 damage from? Triage, Colossus. To thwart the 4 there. He thwarts 3, thwarts 2. It'd be best if I could get rid of that threat. So I could draw here. He's flipped down. He's got the punch for 10. Ooh, maybe we'll go for it. Let's see. Okay, so the way we would do that is we would do mission team to try to... Oh, we know what we're going to get, huh? To get Clobber. We need threat removal. So this would draw this to give me that. Which is only 1 threat removal. Did I play more attack cards? I can't remember. Oh, we're so close. Got the +1 card. If I draw 2 cards, it doesn't get me anywhere, but I want to have Wolverine. I could also have Wolverine, just thwart that, play Triage, and then have Colossus. He can punch for 10, and then see if we get the 7. Let's do it. I hope that's all right. All right, so Wolverine will thwart for 3. Then I will use my card draw to take Clobber into my hand. I'll spend 2 to play Triage and get rid of gold balls. Triage will heal 2 on an X-Men character. Thwart for 1, defeating this. So now we go to no longer worthy. Oh, we heal 10 damage from him. Oops. That's going to be not good. So he's going to go to 17. We get another minion. I don't even remember who we had in play. We didn't have Mr. Sinister yet. So it's going to be Mr. Sinister. He has Retaliate 1. Anywhere near 727 damage. That's 10. Let him go to level 4, and I'm going to have to deal more. Legion pops the tough. It's really just Colossus doing that. So it's just a matter of dealing with this card and this. I don't think I defeat him this turn. 3 damage, 4. I've got to deal with 10. Yeah, I don't have it. So I guess I need to play cleanup. Okay. Sorry. So over here, I will flip. That's going to pop. Didn't realize he healed the 10. I thought I had it. All right, we'll stay like this. Colossus will thwart this for 2. And an encounter card here. All right, Bishop will heal for 4. This has been long. Draw another card. Another double resource. Flip up Legion will pop this tough. And then wild, so nothing. Gain another card. Yikes. Digging myself a little bit of a ditch here. Alright, so 10, 16 damage. Can we find that somewhere? And some threat removal. This is fun. We did clear that. So she actually would have drawn another card, right? If I wanted her to flip and get rid of this. No, it's fine. Okay, so then... Ugh. Not good. 2-4, we'll play Cable. Where am I even punching for 10? Oh, before we do that, we fire with this for 4 damage. And Legion should take an extra one from Retaliate. So I guess we'll fire for 4 here. Keep this one. Cable will punch him out. We'll leave Mr. Sinister. I don't like anything I just did here. We will put this... We'll put this advanced suit here. So I could heal him, but I don't think I'm going to. Randall will then thwart for 2. Take a damage. I'll discard this to ready him, and I'll do it again. So he's going to thwart for 4 more, healing each time. And bring this down 4 more to 8, so we don't lose there. What happened with Wolverine when he did all this damage? Oh no, he thwarted. Whew, that was a bit of a mess. All right. So now we got to deal 27 damage, which we have 10 here, so it doesn't sound so crazy, but we got a lot of cards to deal with. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Magik is going to get 1, 2. I am not going to be able to play a second game, everybody. I'm so sorry. This was long. 5, 6. It's my own fault. I told Apocalypse he was too easy. Okay, well that's going to be good because we can play the Into the Fray, try to deal some stuff. We don't have the +3 here now, so actually that is only 3. So that is good, which maybe I could have then flipped, but c'est la vie. All right, so we are getting attacked here for 3, and Triage will block and deal a damage to an ally at the mission, give it another boost card. Attach this to him, so he has Retaliate and Stalwart. Attacks me with Villainous, and I'll just take it. So 1... If Ruler of Limbo is in play, place 2 threat on it. So I only get hit for 1. That's fine. Then over here, Bishop is being attacked with 8 health. So we'll take it. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I have many double resources left. I have 1. Or just resources. And I'll just heal the 1. And then we get cards. We get an extra one. So we are playing Heroic 2. That's where I dug myself in. The Fittest, attached to a minion with the highest hit points. Hey, he goes to 15 with a tough. What do you know? Wolf Among Sheep. So this one's going to activate against me for 2. So I will just defend. Do I defend for 3? No, for 2. And I'm confused. So he actually only hits me for 2. That's not bad. And then Sim. So Sim has Guard. If Rule of Limbo is in play, place 2 threat on it. Otherwise, place 2 threat on the main scheme. That's rude. Okay, over here, we get War Weary. I'm stunned. Well, that's not fun. I get War Weary. I take 2 damage. And I get Witchfire with Quick Strike, who's going to hit me for 3. So Legion will block it. After attacks and defeats an ally, place a threat on Rule of Limbo. Otherwise, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Sounds good. All right, mission team passes to here. So Bishop will use the rifle to become unstunned. Whew. Then, that's what I'm supposed to do. We'll spend these 4 to play Beast. Beast will go get us a double. We'll then spend these 4 to go get Lockjaw. Don't have guard here, so we've got to defeat him. Single point of damage. Where is it? So it's got to just be locked. Oh, it's Randall. So Randall hits for 1, pops that. Retaliate. He's not dead because of team training. Whew, this is getting long. All right, then we will attack for 2. Plus 8 is 10. Take a retaliate. So he takes 10 damage. And then Beast and Cable will finish him off. 3, 1. So he's dead. Lockjaw will then punch here for 2 and take 3. Actually, back that up. I'm going to play Into the Fray on the off turn to deal 6, which would remove 1 threat from here. And then the 5 damage will go directly to him, so he's down to 10. And these each take a retaliate, so that will defeat Cable. Now I've just got to find the damage. Scarred, so she's okay. We played a card there, so that's going to happen. All right, double card draws. 1, 2. Woo, there's the full body charge. Okay, can we make that work, or is magic attack better? He's attacking for 5. That could defeat him here. 1, 2. Full body charge. Oh, baby. All right, Wolverine for 5 into Sim. Colossus for 2. I don't think that defeats him. Colossus for 2. He is defeated. Down to 8. And then let's do it. 1, 2, 3. We'll play full body charge for 8. And he's dead. Woo! Okay. We got there. That campaign adds a lot of time on the front. And just letting him pop was my mistake because I had him down on low health and then he healed all the way back up. So there we go. We got that one down. So that is good. I am not going to have time, unfortunately, to play another one. I apologize. I know people want to see more, and I hate doing it one at a time, but I'll try to make the next time I play be a time where I can finish it up if I can. I didn't think it would be that long again, and it really didn't even look like it initially there in the beginning. So looked like we were going to be okay, but we got him. It took a little while, but we got there. I think I did remember that bonus card. A little tricky. Okay. So that is defeated. So we go to here. Our book. And we strike the mission side scheme from the campaign. So that's out. We do the defeated effect and the Overseer is gone. So I believe we just have Abyss and Shadow King left. We did liberate the Seattle core, so for the rest of the campaign, each player may shuffle 1 copy of Desperate Measures into their deck. So pretty simple. And it does let you track down here. It's just that one with the prelates that you have to try to remember. So now we have to move on to Dark Beast as our next one. So we'll talk about that when we get there. And go from there. So there you go. So now we have Desperate Measures in our decks. That's pretty nice that we can work with those. Sorry that I can't play another one. It was definitely my intention to play 2 and then just do the finale at some point, but we'll try to just make sure we do the finale. Oops. Sorry. We'll just make sure that we do the finale in the next one. I'll try to save enough time, which I don't know when that is. I think I had said something about Wednesday morning. I don't know if that still works. So that might be my finish up time, which I know is a little weird in terms of back and forth timing, but that is that. So there you go, everybody. We are 3/5 of the way through the campaign. I guess Apocalypse isn't a pushover. I was like, boy, this is so easy. He usually is really hard. And then I flipped down on that turn, and that was a silly choice. So, but yeah, the biggest thing you'll notice in the campaigns, there's a lot to control. So you're controlling the side scheme, the main scheme, him, the gene pool, the pursued by the past. There's a lot of things that you're dealing with and updating. So, you know, that I could see that being kind of a sore point for people that don't necessarily want to do all that. I think these are the ones I completed, right? Here's the Citadel. Yeah, so we got to do Find Lost Mutants as our next one. So there you go. It's really fun. I enjoy doing it. You can see I'm a little more heads down. She takes a lot of work. Sometimes he does. Sometimes it's just getting my plan. I missed the heal 10. Otherwise, I had him on that turn because I had a big hit. And then it was chaos from there. And then I think I had the 7 damage otherwise. So just a little bit off. But that's kind of how you learn, right? Some of the discovery is the fun of the game and seeing what you can do. And I still got it on the next turn. It just took longer for what I was doing. So cool. Well, thanks, everybody, for joining me. My tentative plan is to come back and do part 3, excuse me. Well, I'll do both on Wednesday morning. So we'll see how all that goes. I'll probably start bright and early so that I can get all that done. So we will see you then. All right. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. It's exciting. Hopefully you're going to be able to get your box this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is. And maybe some of you will be joining us. I put a kid to bed and you finish. Yep, that's how it goes. So we got there finally in the end. Yeah, so I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have them, how these villains look, how the heroes look. You probably want to hear my thoughts more. Yeah, I really enjoyed both the heroes. I like that Apocalypse fight. It feels a lot back and forth. It's a little long for me, I guess. I'd be intrigued what that's going to end up on Expert. That's always what makes me a little nervous, is I know that I'm a pretty big defender of, like, the game doesn't take that long with 4 players. You can even play Expert. And then some of these ones like this are like, okay, this takes a long time. So you have to see what you can do. But more players to do more control and more build towards the individual villains could help out a bunch, you know. And you can move that along faster. If I remember, like, keep the threat low on that, you know, don't keep everybody face down, then pull the next one, and here we go. You're getting more encounter cards, but if you then just have the 10 damage or 20 damage, whatever it's going to be to take it out, 5 in solo. So I have to see about that. I have not played the box on solo at all. I haven't played these heroes in solo, so I don't even know about that. Where that's going to be, that could be a lot different for people, so it might cruise a little bit quicker. There's pretty low health on things, so it's nice. But yeah, that's how it works. So awesome. Well, thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you watching. We're going to go to the Nick and Brant screen again because I never remember to change it. Sabretooth seems like a grind. Yeah, I agree. He could definitely be trickier there. I don't think Horseman or Apocalypse felt like a grind. Apocalypse did on the second half of that. It felt a little tricky, but it felt like I was digging my own hole when I was flipping them both down. It was just a bad plan, and then I just had a lot to deal with. But there's a lot of, like, you get an extra encounter card, and so it just gives you a lot of things, which is nice because it gives the villain a push, but I wouldn't mind something other than encounter cards for villains. You know, just, hey, they heal, or they add threat or something, which I guess in this case, threat still just kind of gives you encounter cards. Ooh, I wonder if I missed that trigger. When he leveled up, was I also supposed to get an encounter card? I may have missed that. Nope. Okay, I wasn't. So he didn't get to 4, so that was good. Awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. I will see you next time. Until then, I'm the Brant, and I hope you step into the portal. Have a great night, everybody.